welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess and today I am filming my January reads and what I read, just a bit of a sit down yap, whether I would recommend them or not, what I rated them and just my general thoughts and feelings on them all. So I read 10 books in January, which, do you know what, I'm actually really impressed with. Like, I do a full-time teaching job Monday to Friday. I am quite a busy person in general. I've had a weekend away this month and I do content creation on TikTok and Instagram for full time as well. So the fact that I've managed to be able to read 10 and some pretty hefty books, I'm quite super impressed with. I will preface this by saying, and you'll probably learn this the more that you watch, I am a huge Kindle girl. I used to be, like a few years ago, I wouldn't even dream of having a Kindle. I love the feel of a physical book, and don't get me wrong, I still do love a physical book, but Kindle makes my life so much easier. I have my clicker. I just power through them so much more. So yeah, everything I read in January was on my Kindle. And I don't actually have the physical copies of any of these books. I'm not one to buy like trophies afterwards. I know some people have incredible bookshelves and I'm so jealous and I wish I had the money for that and the space in my house for that, but I don't. I do have quite a lot of bookshelves already full of books that I do need to read. But yeah, my TBR just is ever evolving with new books and there's so many books coming out in 2026, which I'm so excited about. I might film a separate video on that as well, even though we are in February, but you know, anyway. So here is the 10 books that I read and what I thought of them. So the first book I read in January, interestingly, was the last book in a series, which I absolutely binged over December. Most of you probably did the same thing. It was the heated rivalry, full ice hockey romance saga. So my very first book in January was The Long Game, which is the 6th book in the series and the second book about Shane and Ilya. And oh my god, guys, this book destroyed me. It was insane. I've never done romance before. This has been the first time I've ever read it. I have eaten it up. I loved it just like everyone else. Pure obsessed. First book was insane. This was like a full-on 5-6 star read for me. Like I watched the series after it and honestly, like, they have somehow found their, like, there is a piece of them in my heart that will never disappear. Like, the feeling I got finishing that book, I haven't felt that in a long time reading. It was insane. Absolutely loved it and would 100% recommend if you haven't already got to it. But I imagine most of you have, because who hasn't read or watched that series at this point? But yeah. I then went on to read We Who Will Die. I saw loads about this over on TikTok as it was released at the end of December. I've never read anything from this author before, but I heard it was about, like, obviously Romans, and I've never read a book set in the Roman period before, so I was really intrigued by that and the premise of it all. I really enjoyed it. I gave this 5 star. I will say I do give 5 stars, probably more than I should, because thinking about it now, I don't remember as much as I probably think I should for a 5-star read. But I clearly really enjoyed it. Maybe it's more of a 4.5 at this point. I think because I use Goodreads, which I know I need to maybe go away from and start using, like, I use Fable now, but I haven't been. So I've been very solid in just 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. But there is so much nuance between those numbers. So I am going to say I probably, thinking about it now, in hindsight, would give it more of a 4.25, 4.5 rating. But I did really enjoy this, and I remember really liking the FMC in this as well. And I liked the whole love triangle thing, which I don't usually go for, but that was quite a nice element and I'm excited to see where it goes next. Book number 3, or should I say series that I started. I had a weekend in January where I had no plans and I locked in and I said to myself, I am going to smash this series. So I read Riftborn, then Duskbound, then The Ascended. So book 3, 4 and 5 in January. And oh my god, I had such a good reading month. Like, these 3 blew me away. Like, Riftborn and Duskbound were good. Like, beyond good. 5 stars. Love them both. The Ascended, oh my god, one of the best books I have ever read. And I know so many people have said that on here. And I was like, surely it can't be that good. Is everyone hyping it up? Is it one of those books where I enjoy it? But no, 100% loved it so much. Like, the ending, I feel like I saw coming because I saw so many people say there's a big plot twist. And then the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. But it still kind of, like, floored me, shocked me, and I cannot wait for whatever comes next. I don't know when that's meant to be. If anyone does, please let me know. But all 3 of those are insanely good. Yeah, I am a big fan of all 3 of those books, and I had the best weekend, I'm not going to lie, reading them. Like, it was very much, I went in, loved Fear, loved the romance in the first one. Then, obviously, the second one happens, and then that absolutely floored me because it was completely different. Very much like ACOTAR vibes in a complete switch. love that even more. And then, yeah, that third one. Wow, I don't even have words to describe it. If you've not read those, I would 100% put those straight to the top of your TBR as soon as you get a chance. Book number 6 in January was Loving the Liar by Lola King. Now, I follow quite a few book talkers and booktubers, and I saw Larry, who I love, I think it was Larry, sharing this book series, and I gave it a go. Now, I gave it 3 stars. I didn't dislike it, but I didn't love it more than I thought I would. To be honest, I love a dark romance, but I did really struggle with the possessiveness and how much he did to sort of keep her with him. It was even a bit too much for me. I love a possessive guy, I love the jealousy, I love all that sort of stuff, but this was next level of that, and it's not something that I enjoyed as much as I thought I would. So I would say maybe for that one. It's definitely not everyone's cup of tea. I still had a good time reading it. Would I read more of her books? Yeah, 100%. I've heard some of the ones after this one in the same series are even better, so maybe I will enjoy them more, but I don't find myself itching to read those, so that might just maybe come later in the year, or who knows. But yeah. Books 7 and 8 were 2 books in the same series, not a duology because I know there's more coming, but it was Of Flames and Fallacies and Of Blood and Banes by Courtney Wim. So this is very Fourth Wingy vibes. I love anything with a dragon. Who doesn't? If you love a fantasy book. I gave them both 4 stars. I really enjoyed both of them. Classic standard romantic story. Hooked me in straight away. Another love triangle, which I did enjoy. Like I've said, I always say I don't enjoy love triangles, but the books I've read, I have enjoyed it, so maybe I do. I think I like it when... I think love triangles can be done well if that sort of second one is clearly the end game and it's slow burn, long. And I think that's what these books did really well. They've kind of only just scratched the surface, the other relationship in there, and I am excited to kind of see where this book series goes. I love Courtney Wim's writing. I think it was very easy to get into very quickly. Sometimes with romantasy, it takes me a while to grasp what's going on. It can get quite confusing, whereas She Wrote, I felt like I could get very much enveloped in the world very easily. So I would 100% recommend her if you are someone who likes romantasy but nothing too political. Definitely those types of books. And I love the relationship that the main character had with her dragon. I thought that was lovely. I love anything like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed it and would recommend. Book 9, I was going to go on to the one I read in 10th position, but I was on Facebook and I am part of so many Hermione fanfiction Facebook groups. I don't know why. I love a Hermione fanfiction. That's probably why. And I saw one get recommended with a few quotes and I was like, I have to read this. So I read The Greenhouse by Lucrezia Fox, downloaded it on Wattpad, put it onto my Kindle, and I ate it up. I had the best 2 days reading this story. I love Draco and Hermione. And with this one, it was post-Hogwarts, years in the future, real cutesy, but obviously we had the grumpy sunshine kind of love trope. It was great. Yeah, there's so many Hermione fanfictions I adore. Manacled, The Auction. What's the one I love? Cruel Beautiful World, one of my favourites. And yeah, this one was right up there. Really good, really enjoyed it. So I would recommend that if you are into your Hermione. And then I finished January with Born Darkly by Trisha Wolfe. I did originally download the duet because you could download both books together. I got to about 30% of the way through and realised I don't want to read both of these. I'm just going to finish the first one and leave it there. Again, nothing wrong with it. I gave it a 2.75, sort of 3-star vibes. Again, quite dark. It's the whole premise of therapist, psychologist, serial killer. He's obsessed with her vibes. And I liked that at the beginning, but I didn't like where it went. And I didn't find myself wanting to carry on with what they were doing. I just wasn't interested. So I enjoyed it. Dark, twisted, fun time. But that was it for me. I have no desire to carry that on. So yeah, they were the 10 books that I read in January. What a reading month. I averaged 4.4 stars out of 5. So I think that is pretty good going, to be fair. I am so excited for what this year is going to bring with reading. Did I read any of my 26 in 2026? That is a question. I don't think I did. Let me check my list. Oh, I did read one of my 26 in 26. Loving the Liar was actually on there, so I must have really been influenced to read that. What a shame that the only one that's on my list is probably one of the ones I enjoyed the least this month, but at least that's done. I can tick that off, so that's good. I am planning on doing a February TBR, which will come in a few days. I'm just seeing if any one of those is on my list, so that's good. Actually, 2 of those are on my February TBR, so that's good. I can hopefully get those ticked off, because really, 26 books over a year, I need to be aiming for like 2 or 3 a month, and I've only done 1. So if I can get 2 done in February, with it being a shorter month, then that's really good going. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this sort of yappy, chatty book vlog. I definitely want to connect with more booktubers and more people who are into that. So please follow me, comment, and I can follow back. I say follow, I'm so used to Instagram and TikTok. Please subscribe to the channel, and then I'm more than happy to subscribe back and hear all about your book opinions as well. And check out my February TBR coming in a few days' time. Have a good day, everyone, and I'll see you real soon.